some hockey on the ice tonight. Hi, everybody. James Cebulski here for EA Sports. I'm ready. I know you're ready, and these fans are ready to go. Both teams are lined up, and we are set to get things going. This city's been buzzing all day about this one, and we are now underway. Rugel's got the puck against the boards. And that's off a stick. And the puck's kicked free. Loses his balance on the play. Takes control of the puck. And now it's grabbed by Shore. And he takes the feed. Moves around along the half wall. And he totally whiffs on that one. Engelholm's moving it into the offensive end. Knocked away in the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by Shore. Gaining steam inside the neutral zone. Oh, caught him with his head down.
The cliche in hockey is you want to start the game hard and physical and really set the tone, and that's what he was doing right there.
In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Still plenty of time left in this frame. The game is still scoreless. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Oh, we got a piece of it to keep it out. Centering pass, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Unreal pressure, denies him. Take possession here inside the offensive zone. Everberg's got it now deep inside his own end. From the neutral zone, moving forward here along the boards. Moves the puck. Oh, denies him with the paddle save.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
Engelholm's got control of the puck. Rugel's got it along the wall. Quick shot! They score!
This is a really smart shot through traffic, James. The recognition of the net front presence and screen, and the goalie drops to the butterfly position, really tries to make himself as big as possible, hoping that the puck just hits him because he can't see it.
Engelholm's drawn first blood here in this one by getting on the board first.
That's exactly what you want to do. You want to play with the lead, not behind it, James, and now it's what they do next. They've created some energy for themselves. Now it's about continuing to attack and find the back of the net again.
Great use of the stick here at center ice. Moves the puck down low. Engelholm's on the attack. Hammers one. Makes the save with the glove. Into the offensive end now. Shot gives them nothing in front. From one point man to another. And that goes off a player. Moving into the attacking zone. Sends it to the middle. Not to shoot, and will hang on to the puck. Oh, save on the play! Whoa!
He's doing absolutely everything he can to keep his team in this game, James. Unbelievable save.
And as play continues, listen to these fans. They're starting to get loud and recognizing what we saw not long ago here, Cheryl.
Yeah, James, I mean, they're continuing to acknowledge the save he made earlier because they know the temperature of this game. And hey, the fans are now in it. They're all on board, and guess what? The goaltender knows it.
And forces a huge turnover here with the steal. He's got a step. Centering pass. And he denies that great opportunity there. Slick feed. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Engelholm's got the puck along the wall. Through center along the wing. Whacks it into the offensive zone. HV71's got a hold of the puck. Looking for space inside the D zone. Shore's got it in the corner. Big time shot block there. Puck battle along the boards. Great pressure with the stick. And there's the save. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Here in the back half of this period, Engelholm's ahead 1-0. Rubles won the face-off deep in their own end. They're picking up steam through the neutral zone. Shot! Oh my goodness, it stayed out! What a save!
It was all but in, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display.
And as play continues, this place is still buzzing, and they're getting loud here now.
Well, this is all about fan appreciation for that huge save, and man, does this ever feel good. You know, you feel it right through you when you know you've made that big save, and everyone around you is appreciative.
And some nice footwork to free the puck up to his teammate. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Great reach with the poke check. Scoops up the puck now. Sends a pass over. Shot! Scores! I got 2 words for you. New day.
Yeah, certainly is, James. And who's going to come out on top by the beginning of this faceoff? You want to be able to get that puck in the offensive zone and find a way to continue to attack.
Late goings of this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. HV71's won the faceoff at center. And that one's picked off in the neutral zone. Puts it on net. Oh, there's a great stop by Dichow. Rubles regained possession of the puck. And that's poked away by Borgstrom. And he came up with a solid stop on that play. And he takes the dish. Rubles got possession at center. There's the buzzer. 20 minutes in the books. Second period just around the corner.
The middle of the third period. Get your tickets now. That clock continues to grow.
Teams are back on the ice. Both squads gliding into position for the start of period number 2. Neither side giving up much in the opening frame, and here we go, still tied up in the second. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
HV71's fortunate the game is still tied here, James. They have a minority of shots on net. They're going to have to get at some attack mentality, a sense of urgency, and drive the net.
We're still in the early stages of this period. We got a tie game. Engelholm's got it in the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. They've got numbers here. Great read to break up the play. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Grabs the puck. Rubles playing it through center. Engelholm's got the puck along the wall. And a heads-up kick pass over to his teammate. Quick shot. Too much traffic in the lane. Handles the puck. Pokes it away in his own end. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. Here's a shot. And that's off target as it hits a body. Jönköping's playing it through the neutral zone. Fires it on net. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. We got a whistle. Penalty coming up.
Well, he's going to sit 2 minutes for the slashing call here as he hacks and whacks his way to the box. I mean, this is a deserved penalty. Everyone saw it.
Here's a first look at the power play.
Well, if you're the opponent, you never want to see the top-rated power play rested and coming on the ice, and that's exactly what they're doing. They've been chomping at the bit, waiting for this one.
Here's a chance to try to get it out of the defensive zone. Slides it back to the blue line. Great save with the stick. Desperately trying to get it out of their own end. And he gets the job done. Big thumbs up clearing that one. Jönköping's gained possession. Score!
to move the puck around with precision, and you have to create some motion to open up lanes. That's exactly what happens here. They're able to get the puck to the middle of the ice, and that's how they get the goal.
Jönköping's push here in the second is paying off as they now lead by 1.
Well, you can certainly see the energy shift in the bench and the coaching staff talking to the team about continuing to push, keep the pedal to the metal here. While you have your opponent down, you got to attack.
Off the deflection, and he somehow gets a piece of it with the glove to keep it out.
Reaction time is so critical for goaltenders because the way the players shoot in this game today, man, it is so tough to stop. So this one, instincts. Glove goes up, makes the save.
Jönköping's won the defensive zone draw. Makes the save. What a reaction with the blocker. Dichow's going to slow it down here and hang on for the whistle.
Well, a good decision right there to dictate the tempo of the game, especially when he hasn't been busy. He's engaging right now.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. Jönköping's been the better-looking team over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on this one-goal lead. Borgstrom's got it in the offensive zone. Here's a chance, and makes the save. Dished on over to Sandin. Goes right to the crease. Oh, what a stop with the paddle.
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Quick snap! Oh, he got all of that! What a save by Dichow! Rögle's effort at some point has to pay off. They've had plenty of scoring chances, but they still trail in this one. Shores won the faceoff. Quick pass to Nardella. Handles the pass. They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Takes it to the net! And that banks off a stick. Engelholm's looking to break out. And he takes the feed. With possession along the wall. Chance in front! Scores! Rips it off the pipe and into the net. Wow!
You almost needed a double take there, James. When you hear that sound, sometimes you think it's out, but this one goes in. Well, he's in tight to the net, James, and he knows that he's not going to have much time or space to get it off, so he elects to use the snapshot and beats the goaltender.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. It's all tied up. Rögle's won the draw in the neutral zone. And he takes the pass. HV71's got the puck. Jönköping's got it in their own zone. Here they come up along the wing. Engelholm's got a hold of it against the wall. Through the neutral zone and along the boards. Here they come. Still keeps a hold of it. Oh, what a stop with the pad by Dichow.
A timely save is everything to your team in this goal.
Big time save! Oh, my goodness!
Well, throw technique out the window. This time it's all about the competitive will to get to that puck.
Scores! There it is, the go-ahead goal!
And how good does that feel? You can see the selling. The energy is certainly there, and now it's about dictating the pace going forward. Next shift, critically important. Well, your coach is preaching all the time. Take away the eyes of the goaltender. What does that mean? It means you get yourself in front of that net, whether it's a double stack, a double screen, whatever you can do so that the goaltender can't find the puck. And he couldn't as he drops to that butterfly. He tries to make himself as big as possible, but he can't catch up to the puck.
Engelholm's put up a lot of shots and so far plenty of scoring chances, and yet they still trail here in the second. Takes the pass. Centering to the middle. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Covers it up, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Play ready to resume as everybody lines in for the face-off. Offense his own face-off, and he wins the draw. Oh, a quick little pickpocket on the play. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Battle along the boards. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. HV71's across the blue line. Makes the glove stop. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Here in the late goings of the period, HV71's got a 1-goal lead. Jönköping's won the faceoff. Scoops up the puck here. Moves it quickly over to Jonsson. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Scores! Perfectly positioned to bury the rebound.
That's what you call taking advantage of a fortuitous rebound, and you have to be able to smell it and sniff it out because he has great hand-eye coordination to be able to pick that one up and put it in the back of the net.
Rögle's push in the offensive end gets them the equalizer they needed.
Yeah, and with impeccable timing too, James. Yeah, at the end of the period, you always know you want to maintain your composure, but you also want to create a ton of energy. You don't want to be scored on, but you certainly want to score a goal. They did just that. They got themselves back at evens in this game.
Engelholm's got the puck in the defensive end. Intercepts the pass at center. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Takes the feed. Hard hit frees up the puck. And that's blocked from someone in front. Oh, tremendous save on the play!
What an incredible save. No idea how he got to that one, James, and the shooter is absolutely stunned. What a stop.
Handles the pass at center. Stopped by the goaltender. Oh, my goodness, that was the only thing that prevented that from going in.
Rögle's been battling this entire game, and it's been back and forth and still tied. They were looking to get the go-ahead goal there with that good look. He goes off the pipe.
Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next.
All of our minor hockey kids here in attendance tonight.
Teams are lined up, and they are ready to get this third period underway. And we are underway here in the third, still evened up. Will we see that go-ahead goal here? Takes the feed at the point. Great chance and an even better save. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Sends the pass across the ice. Takes the shot. Stones him with the blocker. Now a quick pass to Nardella. And that slides right out to center ice. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Here's a shot. Makes the save. Scores! It's in the back of the net. I think he knocked it in there, Cheryl.
Oh, that is such a deflating goal and a real tough one for him to take. I think he lost sight of it, didn't know where it was, and as he turned around, he knocked it himself. Oh, that's a tough one to take.
HV71's got the lead here in period number 3. So, Cheryl, do you protect or do you keep on pushing now?
I think there's a fine balance here. I mean, you don't just want to play to hold on. You want to attack for the win, James, but you got to recognize where you are on the ice, and you got to trust who you put out there.
And that doesn't reach the net. Engelholm's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Dichow's got the puck, and he's going to hang on for a whistle.
Well, there's only one reason that this game is tight, James. It's the guy between the crease. He elects to hold on to that one. He has been dynamite.
Lots of time left in this period. HV71's got the momentum with a 1-goal lead. They'd love to add to that. Taken by Nardella. HV71's moving it up the ice. On the attack along the boards. Denied by the goaltender. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Jönköping's got the puck inside the offensive zone. And he takes a shot. Oh, what a save on the play!
Oh, that's such an athletic save, James. I mean, that's just all about competing, finding a way to get to the puck.
Tremendous intensity here in the offensive zone. Scores! And they run it back with another.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. You can feel the energy, the wave, the momentum, and the tides have turned here, James. They need to keep the pedal to the metal. This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
Nearing the midway mark of the period. Jönköping's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. And off the face-off, they take possession. We got a delayed penalty coming up. That trip right in front of the official's eyes. Can't get away with that.
Once the stick engages at the lower half of the leg or within the skates, you know it's going to be a tripping call.
Rögle sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Here comes the top power play unit. You knew the coach was going to throw them out there. They need a goal to get back in this game. No better players to do it than their big stars.
And they clear that puck. Takes it into the slot. Stopped by the goaltender.
It's amazing to me how he always looks like he's in the right position because he tracks and reads the play so well. And this time he gets in front of the puck that's right in the middle of the ice as the shooter's got a dangerous opportunity.
Special teams so important. Can they capitalize on this power play here with a face-off? Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage. Moves it to the middle. And that's stopped. Scores on the man advantage. They put one home.
And this is exactly why you spend so much time in practice working on specialty teams, James. You can see that good movement to open up lanes, just disrupt the box there, and they're able to cash it in.
Rögle's goal has suddenly tightened the gap here in period number 3.
Well, they're within one, James, and it's not enough right now, so they're going to have to continue to counter, transition quickly, but most importantly, retrieve the puck. That is critical to be able to possess it.
Engelholm's got a hold of the puck there. Scores! And we are back to even.
Yeah, tie game now, James. I really like the energy that they've showed throughout the game, but now it's about channeling the energy they've just created and doing something with it. Well, this D-zone turnover certainly caught the goaltender off guard, James, and he was unable to get set to position. And when this happens, often one area of the net is exposed. This time it's down low, and a goal ensues.
Engelholm's determined effort has resulted in the tying goal in period number 3.
They've had a lot of pushback and a lot of fight in this game. They've been poised, they've composed, but now they're finding a lot of fire in their step and a lot of jump as well. And they've got the equalizer, and they've got to continue on, continue to press, and contribute more.
Can't hang on to the puck after the play. Gains the zone. Passes it in front. Scores! What a play!
Everyone is so focused on the puck carrier below the goal line that they don't notice that the most dangerous player on the ice, he is net front. He is creeping around in those quiet areas to make himself available for that one-time shot. When he gets it, he makes no mistake.
Rögle's got to feel like they've got some extra energy now with that 1-goal lead here in the 3rd.
Well, you can see the finish line, but you're not there yet. So you got to make sure that you continue to press, James. You got to close quickly on your opponent when they have the puck. Don't give them an inch in all 3 zones.
Slides it over to Shore.
Dichow's last save was absolutely incredible, James. Not only was it pure desperation and athleticism, but I'm not sure how he can stretch that far. I think he's been doing gymnastics in his off time.
Now he takes it over the line. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. Jönköping's got it in their own zone. And it's a quick pass to Borgstrom. Back to the point it goes. Way too much congestion blocks that. HV71's got the puck against the half wall. Engelholm's gained possession along the boards. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. All alone! Oh, absolutely clutch at the stop.
Oh, you gotta love this stuff, James. The game within the game, and this is a one-on-one battle, and this goaltender, he knows exactly where he's at, and he wins it.
Along the half wall with the puck. And he had the answer on that one.
Well, this game looks like it's going right down to the wire, James, and one of the most important things to do now is make sure you make good blue line decisions.
Moves the puck along the half wall. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Rugel's ready to go on the attack. Shot! Oh, I thought he had the corner and just missed.
Well, it looked like he did. You could just see that inside leg just bear down the bottom hand as well, but he's unable to convert.
Look at that! They are really dialed in here tonight. Moves it over to Strawman. Nardell has got it against the boards. And somehow, some way, he comes up with a stop with his glove. A critical draw here. Jönköping's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Too much congestion in front. Engelholm's got a hold of the puck. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. And he can't hang on after that hit. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. Nice save by the goaltender to get a pad on that.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Shot! And he gets in front of that. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. Takes the feed. Slides the puck over. Takes a shot. Denies him on the slapper. And sends it just out of reach. And now it's over to Everberg. Shot! Oh, and he just puts it wide of the net.
Just shows you how quickly the game can change. Instead of having a 2-goal lead, it's 1 goal in striking distance for the opponent.
Turn that chance aside. Big save right at the end. That's all she wrote from this one. Big win tonight, and this team's really starting to peak at the right time.
And you know how a winning streak continues, James? You continue to push and play aggressive, and that's exactly what they did from the onset of this game.
Fun night at the rink, and for all of us here on the EA Sports team, I'm James Cybulski. Good night.